Just double check everything's going good. Okay, that seems to be doing that. Okay. Okay, so make sure I got everything ready. And we are good. Alrighty. Well, I figured that today we'd do a little binder organization. As we have a lot of cards to put in here. So we have 2 trial decks and a boatload of boosters to put in here. There's a few singles. And we have from this page all the way to here in this binder, which is just before the Yohane Sunshine Into the Mirror cards I do have. They are not currently in a deck. So we shall start with the first trial deck. I have my little dividers so I know what bits are going to be where, just to help me keep everything organized. So I do hear, so apologize if you guys hear rustling. Plus, this is my JP folder, well, binder. So I also have translation sheets that I will slot in at a later date. But we are starting off with the first of the trial decks, which is Love Live Codes LLSW 45 trial deck, well, T01 to LLSW 45 T22. This one came out around the time of Bang Dream Poppin' Party. Trial deck did. Now, the reason I decided to do a reorganization is I have my Project Sakai JP binder super organized. And I felt it's about time I do the rest for my other binders as well. Just because it makes it easier when I do deck alterations. So there will be some cards that won't be in here either because it's in my JP Sunshine deck, or I don't own that card. There are some cards that do have alternate artworks, which I might put into separate slots, or I might put in the same slot. But it was this trial deck in English was my first ever gateway into Weiss Schwarz. But I just figured it's about time that it got a proper reorganization done. I will move this along so you guys can see both pages as best you can. Just so you guys can get a better idea of like organization for all of this. Yeah, that one is 12. I do have more in Sunshine in JP than I do in English. Well, that's down to how easy it was for me to get stuff for Sunshine in JP compared to English, as well as it has a lot more terms of booster packs and promos in JP than it will ever get in English. And there are some that will be harder to get, since Aquas, who is the group, which is Sunshine, graduated. $19, $20, $21 is Mari, is in a deck. Those ones go there. And because they are 45, we then move on to Love Live Sunshine Booster, which is LLS 45001. So we'll pop our little divider in there. And I did remove all these out of my binder. So I just got separated with the colors because the earlier numbers are all in yellow. Then it goes red, then blue. I also was able to, while I was doing that before the stream, I have this many cards that are like, I have too many copies of for Sunshine, which will find a new home. Okay, so we are looking for hopefully like ones. That one's 5. Then it'll go to 11. Like they're not going to be precise order, it's just what I do have. Because some of these are so much harder now to try and get stuff for now. And it was before like Climax Combo was like really clear on card descriptions. And some of these I don't even have translation sheets for. Okay, so next we'll go into our reds, which our reds for this section are only Climax cards. So we have 63 and 64. Then we got our blue section. Which is the Jumpin' Heart cards. I try to keep a maximum of 4, unless the card's like, you can have more than 4 cards of this particular card, then I tend to have more of them. So that is page 1, front and back organized. This one organized except for the Mara, which is currently in a deck. Organized. And this page here, organized. So I think next we'll do the Trial Deck Plus. Then we'll do the extra booster after that. Actually, I'll do the extra booster next because I think that was the order it was released in. I think. So next we will do this whole wad here, which is the extra booster, which is coded LLS WE2701 all the way to WE2736 and also WE27P03. It's like I have these 2 different versions here of Majoko Dreamer Ruby, 4 of the full foil, which is really pretty, and then 2 of the common. So for base-wise, they're going to be in the same section. If I had 4 of the normal, then they would have been side by side. Because there's not that much difference, they're going into the same section. Next, we have 3 copies of this Yohane, where 2 are foils. Next will be this one. And then 4 copies of the Ruby backup, which is a 3K backup. And the last of the yellows is 4 copies of the yellow Majoko Dreamer Climax card, where 3 are the foils and 1 is the standard. Then we'll go into red, where there's only 1 red card, which is 2 copies of the foil Majoko Dreamer Rico. And now we are into our blues, which there is a lot of blue for this whole section. Just making sure they are in order. By putting all the Clamorous cards together. Okay, and away we shall go. Start with Mirai Ticket, Dea Kurosawa, where 1 card is a foil. Shall put the Climax cards up here for now. That is more of it organized. Just double check what code that the A card was. So that was 38. 44, 48. 6, 40. Okay, we do have to move the day along. So we found our 39. Okay, we will move our Daya along. As I forgot is Mirai Ticket Kanan, who goes first in the blues. As Kanan is 39. Nope, correction. I did have it the correct way around. So it's Daya, then Kanan. Or is it Mari first? It was Mari first. This is the joy of when you just take him out of a binder that wasn't organized in the first place, and you have to reorganize it all. At least I just got to move him up by 1. Okay, we're now up to 39. That was 43. Just gonna get all the 40s. Okay. So next up is the Majoko Dreamer Daya Kurosawa. Followed by Majoko Dreamer Kanan Matsura. Then that is followed by the Mari. Then we have 4 copies of this Kanan card, 2 of which are hollow. Okay, and now we're looking for 45. We don't have 45, but we do have 46. Then 47. Four copies of 48, which are all the foil card. And then 4 of this Mari, which is 49. Then it is this Kanan card. Then Shiny Stew Mari. And then 4 of this card here. Followed by the Climax cards. Starting with Mirai Ticket, where all of the Climax cards for it are hollow. And then we have the Majoko Dreamer Blue Climax, which combos with this Mari here. And now we will go to Trial Deck Plus, which is the Happy Party Train Trial Deck. If you're wondering why it's like important to do good binder management, keep it all in good organization order, is if you ever want to do a trade, either with another player or to a TCG store, it just makes it easier to go through them. But hey, I'll trade you, for example, like, I got 2 copies of this, I'll trade you a copy of it for another card I do need. Or if you are at a trade night with someone else who has cards for us that you do need, but they have the cards you don't have, but you have some spares of ones that they do need, it's a good way for them to go through. Plus, if you have any rarities you don't need anymore, it is a good way to organize all that as well. Okay. Chicken, yep. That one was 10. This one's 11. Backup Rico, which is a 3,000 backup, is next. Then the level 3 Rico. this one. Next up is Happy Party Train Dea. This one is so good at level 0, or even level 1, because she can send its opponent's level 0, she can send it to the bottom of your opponent's deck. Then a copy of Happy Party Train Mari. Then Happy Party Train Cannon. Mari. Now where to go. Then now where to go. Dea. Followed by 3 copies of its level 3. Then the event. And then it will be the climax card, which in the treasure deck you get 3, well, you get 4 the normal, and an extra little one. That is trial decks sorted and some of the earlier boosters. So I think next up, let me see the codes of which one to do next. I think next is best to go with the one which is LLS W53. Which I have a lot of the translations for. So this one is Volume 2 booster. Which you can see from my paper is a lot of codes to remember, including promos. Also, a lot of sparkly cardboard. I don't have all of them, but I am going to stop them where I do have cards. I'm not going to do like on my purchase card where I leave a gap if I don't have it. It's because after this, there is another big brick. Followed by some smaller ones. Plus, this is the My Tonight card. Well, booster that you get the My Tonight cards in. As well as like the Our Brilliant cards. Just double checking how many of that ruby. That is another ruby sunshine card to go to the extras pile. This is also the Water Blue New World cards come in this one as well. That is another page full. We might get this done quite quickly, guys. Except for the ones where it's like, I didn't take the cards out in order. Just checking some messages that just popped up on my phone. Okay. 3 copies of this ruby to go in there. Then 4 copies of this where she just has her face pressed up against the glass from Midsummer Aquarium. But unlike the first tragic one, this one, her sleeves are long. Next, we'll have the Hanamaru. Hello and welcome to my stream. Tonight, I just sort of relax and just reorganize my Japanese Love Live Sunshine binder, which we have done a few pages of, including 2 trial decks. So next, we'll have this Yohane card. As I'm going through, I am double checking. I am putting them in the right order. Because after this, we have a really big pile to do. Because we're going to slowly reach the ones where only the Japanese set has them. Which, if you're curious which ones those are, I did make a video of Sunshine English versus Japanese of which ones got more stuff. Okay, we got this page done. Now start this page. So next we have 2 different rarities of the same climax card. Where this one is the foil. So I'll put this one on the top. And that will go in like so. Next, 4 copies of the bounce trigger. 4 copies of the ruby. And 3 copies of the same Yohane. This one being the foil. So next we start on the reds. Starting with Rico. Then Wonderful Stories. Then Chica. So this whole section is now done. Well, considering I have 5 copies of this, a copy will go to my spares pile. And then you. Then Rico. We are this far through the pile, and there are still... Did I miss a translation sheet? Yes, I missed my homemade one that I did for level 2, which is a level 3 Slayer. So next we have this Chica. Then we have this card here. So this one you'll see is not just the Sunshine Aquas members, it's also some of Chica's family are in here as well, including Shiitake. So yeah, I organize this relatively soon. I might start organizing another binder. Just minus nice organized dividers. Those are all the same card. They'll go in there. 4 copies of this Rico. 4 copies of Chica. 3 of you. And then 4 of this one. 3 copies of you looking at her phone. 2 copies of Japanese-made Chica. And there's a whole other section done. And I think I will put some music on. And I think we'll go with this one. Hopefully it loads up okay. Okay, I do apologize you guys can't hear it. So what I will do instead there we go. Oh, this event lets you give a card an extra 5,500 power. So, it's a really good event. But sadly, I only have one single copy of it. Next, we have this one, which is my Might Tonight climax. It is number 66. 67 is currently in a deck, so then it'll be 68. Then I'll put Dea, Mari, another Mari, my Might Tonight Dea, our Brilliance, Kanamatsura, where the only difference in their rarities is The rare, it's super is closer up, where the SR, it's full body. Same with level 3 our brilliant Stay Kurosawa. It's also like that with the Mari as well, which is 75. So Mari goes there, but like I said, some of these are in a deck. Okay, we will see if we can fix that audio. I'll just have to do it this way through my mic. $79, $80. That's another page. Done -2 because they are in a deck. Actually, I don't think we will bother with audio tonight, just because I can't get it right. But next we have this one for 81, 82, 83, which is a nice backup. I will put one Mari to my spirits pile. So I will keep the spirits pile up here. Three copies of Dea. 2 copies of this one. $87, $88, $89, $90, $91, $92, 4 copies of $93, 2 copies of $94, 1 of $95, I think 1 of $96, and I will have climaxes, then their promos. So 97, 98. There's a whole other section done now. Then we have these copies here of the same climax card. Keeping 2 of these because they do feature Mari. Where these ones, which are the alternative art foil, are just focusing on Dea. So if I want to do a Dea Kurosawa waifu build, or a Kurosawa sister build, I got the right climax card. Those will go there. Followed by a songwriting competition climax, which does have a combo with one of the Maris. And then we got the promos. So we start off with the level 3 Slayer. Then the one which is Mari, Thea, and Canlan together. Then the one that has all the first years together. So I got that amount done. Look at how much we have done, you guys. Each section with their own indicator of what trial deck or what booster they are. So it's all perfectly organized and easier for me for deck alterated and any trades I do as well. And it just makes it a whole lot easier to find things. I will put all these like part of the cards card inserts. If right now so I know what the cards do in to the binder another day. Today's just putting them all in order. So I think we will double check what code we just put in. So we did 53. So after 53, we'll do 69. Actually, I think we'll do the Thanksgiving booster, then 69, then the Idol Festival stuff. Hey, Kate! There is a lot of Ruby cards I do have, including some with the cutest artwork, which is all in the Love Live Sunshine 6th anniversary set, which never came to English. And for the Thanksgiving section, which is basically LLS W38, so that's 28, 34, and 37, because it's an Idol Festival set. I have only one card for it. I do have 3 copies of this, which I got when I was in Japan. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, I need this. It's Mari, it's my waifu. You love to be live. It is my first time doing a live stream for this long. It's like, we got this whole section here done with trial decks. Each one with their own indicator with what card codes are in them. I am not bothering to put all the translation sheets in. Like, there are some I don't even own, which I even made an indicator for. But I can't go all the way to the very back. As at the very back here, I have the Yohane Sunshine Into the Mirror cards, which are the ones I have that are not in a deck, but they're in the back because they are Love Live Sunshine, but you can't use it with Sunshine stuff. So, now to bring over the Mega Break. This is a whole section that never came to English. This is the 6th anniversary booster stuff. Where it's LLS W69 001 to 100, well, basically 100. Then it's WP69 P01. So I will make sure to get out all the yellow first. So we will work by the years of Aquis. Because all that are yellow are your first years, second years are all in red, and all your third years are in blue. So we will start with 2, because I don't own 1. Then 4, 5. It's like some of these, the cards look very similar, but I had to double check their code just to make sure it's the right one. It's like, this file here is just spares that I have too many copies of. Because I try to keep, unless a card states you can have 4 or more, I try to stick to 4 copies at max. Are you sure it's your stream though, Phantom Star? It's like there is one card in this that I did get in Japan. Even though I don't have cards that work with it, just because it is Mari. It's like, you have alternate artworks in this one, where it's like, this and this are the same card, but the artwork's different. And you also get Christmas arts. It's like, these 3 are the same as this one, just the artwork's different. So I'm keeping only 4 copies total of this card. But I'm having their alternative artwork on the top. Next, we have Yoha. That one. Then we have Guilty Kiss, which I only have the alternative artwork for. Okay. And then we got this one where I have 4 copies of Ruby as a bird. And then the alternate artwork is her with some pretzels. I'll just get rid of one of the bird ones. Actually, I'll also get rid of one of the pretzel ones as well. So it gives me a little bit of variation. Like, these are the same card as well. You also get the mermaid cards in here as well, where each one are in their beautiful mermaid outfits. Like, this is the regular art. This is the alternative artwork. And as I think I will keep one of the regular art. There's just so many cards for this. All of them I was given them too. Here are those 2, because it is the same card. Just different artwork. Like, those of you who love Sunshine, I do recommend this set of cards. Except for we're just going through the yellows. Okay, I'll keep one of that one. Get rid of one of this one, so if I want to, I could just go full on Valentine's. But this is the other artwork of it. You would know they were the same if you looked at the serial code. Okay, ditch the 5th copy of that one. It will go in. Okay, that one was 25. Yoshiko is 26. This is the other artwork of that Yoshiko I just put in. They have like really Christmas fairy or weird Christmas background. So I know I got 4 copies of that card. It's the same with this one. I'll get rid of the common one because I don't really like the common one's art. I'm sorry, Hanamaru fans, I do not like its common art. Plus, it's like the background I really don't like. Like, both of these are the same Hanamaru card as well. But I'll put the mermaids on top. Because the mermaid art is just really pretty. Nine, 30, 31, 32. That's a whole section now done. So tell me in chat, what binder should I organize next? Because I do have a... Just looking to double check. Because I do have one that has my Card Captain Sakura English cards in, as well as one which is a mixed series one, which I will show you guys how big that one is. As I can't even store with the other binders, which is this one, which is a 4x4 binder. In here, I have Ruby, Dragon Maid, Saikano, Fantasia Bunko. It's a whole heap of cards. Which I have to keep in my desk footwell because it's that big. It doesn't even fit on a shelf. $9.40. It's like, I like when the artwork's very distinct with like two different Christmas vibes. But it's a weird checkerboardy background. I really don't like it. Then we have 42. 44. 4 copies total of this card. It's like, this is how cool some of the artwork is for the Japan-only ones. Hello, Yami! Not just Love Live cards, Love Live Sunshine. As it is the only Love Live set I play. 4 copies of We Are Crayon. 1 of the Mermaid Rico with its normal art. Gonna ditch this copy of 51. So I have 1 copy of that and 3 of its alt. Next up we have 52. 3 copies of 53. 2 copies of 54. 3 copies of 55. 2 copies of 57, which sadly I only have this version of the artwork. That's a whole other page done. So we are this far done, you guys. Because after this, we still got all the blues, the PRs, and then we got the Love Live Idol Festival 2 Miracle Wave cards to put in. I personally really like the Superstar Anime Sunshine. It's the only one I am yet to see, both sooner or later. That's really good to hear. Okay, we got 4 copies of the Backup You. But I'll put the one of her with what looks like an inflatable flower in her hands. Then we have 4 copies of 59. Okay, we got a lot of copies of 60. Where we have different artworks. I'll keep 3 of that one. And 1 of her splashing, perhaps? Chat, which do you think I should do? Should I go 3 of this one and 1 of this? Or 2 of each? Because I do have more of this one than I do of this one. 2 prompts? That sounds good to me, Yummy. Because then it gives a good selection of card art. Next up, we have 3 copies of 61, which is another Christmassy one. Where I'll put the super Christmassy Rico on the top. Then we have 62. 63. 64, and then 66. And now we are on to the blues before we go into the promos. The promos I'll currently just put to one side while we sort out these ones. Because I think that one's Climax card is currently in my deck, we'll move to over here. Actually, no. I'll put it here because I know I don't have the U in my deck. This one I got while in Japan, just because I saw it's Mari and it's the alternate artwork. And it's really pretty, and it's got a really thick cardstock. I got from Weiss Market. Let's double check and put them in order. Okay, you're 75. That's 70. 71. 72. 73 is this Dea. 74. Then it's Mari. That one's 77. 78. Just double checking the brick to make sure there's none where I need to put them in right now. Okay, we are good. So pop 76, 77, 78. Another section done. 79 is Amari. And then 3 copies of Dea. Then chocolate to Mari. So this was like very much like Christmas, Valentine's Day inspired. get rid of these two. Like, the reason I know that the brick of extras will be in a good new home is a card shop I go to for Weiss recently got burgled for Pokemon cards. So, to help them out, and they don't know this, I'm sorting through my binders, and all the cards I have too many copies of, they are going to go to them. Because none of us know what the Pokemon thieves took. So I figured, why not give back to a card store? Which has helped a lot of us out over the years. And it was like, went there for European League. And they just made the Weiss community signs that say the card store and then Weiss, which they do for all the other card games as well. It was their first time of having the Weiss ones. And then not long after that, they then got robbed. So I figured give back to a store that has helped us Weiss players have a new home. Okay, chat, another option for you guys. Should I do 2 of the Santa one and 2 over with hot chocolate, or 3 with hot chocolate and 1 of the Santa with the Canon card? Because personally, I prefer this artwork over this one. But what do you all think? Should I do 1 of this one, 3 of this, or what y'all thinking? Because I think this way looks better. Because I'm not that keen on that one's artwork. I think I should do that, to be honest. Just because I prefer her with the scarf around her with 2 hands of like either coffee or hot chocolate. It says 86, 88. Both of these are 90. I'll do it like this. Actually, no, I'll get rid of the straight ones. And I'll keep this one. These are 91. Like, these are the same card. Ditch 2 of the background I do not like. This card also gets like a power boost if you put the bouncing fairy Ruby Kuwasawa underneath her as a marker. 3 copies of the Mermaid Canon. 2 copies of the New Year's Mari. 3 copies of the Canon Matsura, which works for this Mari. 2 copies of this card. 4 copies of that Climax. 2 of the Canon. That's a whole new section done. 4 copies of the Dea. Then we would have Mari's. And now we are on to the PRs. So we have 4 copies of promo card 1. Then 2, 3, 4 copies of 4. And 1 copy of 8. So before we go on to the next section, I'll show you guys all that has been done. So we have the first trial deck. Then the first booster. Then we have the one that includes Mirai Ticket and Majoko Dreamer. Then after that, we have the second trial deck, which includes all the Happy Party Train cards. Then we have the Volume 2 booster, which has My Am I Tonight and the Our Brilliance cards. As well as Water Blue New World is in here as well. Then we have the Thanksgiving card, which only have 1 card per hour. Then we have the 6th anniversary, which has taken the longest to put in. So we have quite a lot of cards here, including some which are in my Japanese Sunshine deck. We have this many of spares. And now to add in the Love Live Idol Festival 2 Miracle Wave, which is the newest batch of cards for this. So this is W109001 to W09-137. So let's try and find the first one. Okay, it is looking that it is this Mari card first. Then this kind of Matsura, which I do have the Climax card for. Then, because the other card I got for this bit is in a deck, so I'll next put in this Dea. Then this Mari. And then below this cannon, I'll put her Climax card. And then I'll put the other card that is currently in a deck there. And then cards I have none for, but I still want to put where it would go, is the Love Live Idol Festival 10th Anniversary Booster with all of its serial codes. For all the ones that are Love Live Sunshine. Will then go in next. So that is this binder all organized. And it has taken up a lot less space than it was before. So as I get more cards over time, hopefully, for Sunshine, I can fit them more in here. But it's a lot more organized than it was. All I have left to do on what I'll probably do tomorrow is put all of these with the cards they are for. Just so I know what each of the cards does. So that is the Japanese binder done. Because I do not think all my binders are in that good order. Like, this was my very first binder. The little pink one. Little Ultra Pro. Oh, Ultra Guard, then I had Ultra Pro. This one is English Sunshine. There's cards in here I don't have in Japanese. Which I wish I did have in Japanese. Like, I do have this one in Japanese as well, but the artwork is zoomed out. Where in English it was zoomed in. Just because it's Mari in a bath towel. It's like, I even wish I had this one in Japanese as well. This is new chairman Mario Hara, which is a level 2 backup of 3,000 card. Of 3,000 points. As well as wish I had this one. As well as this one here of Friendly Sisters, Dea Kurosawa. We have Ruby sleeping on her lap. And Expectations and Insecurities, Mario Hara. I just wish I had a lot of these in JP, like Summer Uniform, Chica, the Chibis. The Chibi Mari is in a deck, and I also have the Chibi Dea. And at the very back, I have promo cards that I've gotten from shop challenges. The recent one being the Mygo. I don't play any of these sets, but I have cards for them. So if anyone wants them, just let me know. You can see how old this binder is just by the elastic. In here is all my card captain Sakura English. Except for what's in a deck. English got a lot of rap for being the bad set. Everyone's doing the lunchbox builds. But it's like, they reuse some card art for the Japanese. Just change what the card does. So it's like English and Japanese, they run completely different. I do have the level 0 healer where you pay to rest it, and you can heal your clock at level 0. And I do have a signed copy of this card, signed by Brandon McGinnis, who's the English VA for Unity Kaito in Clear Card. It's English dub. And then I have a little Pokemon Vulpix sleeve there. But I still have room for some more cards in the back. With a sticker from a store here in the UK known as Tokyo Toys, where they do their mascot in cosplay as other characters, which is adorable. Because I used to have just these short little binders. And I was like, I need the big binders for all my cards. But I think I'll call that a wrap for tonight. Hope you all have a wonderful evening or day, depending where you are in the world. And please don't forget to go onto YouTube and check out my YouTube channel, where you'll find all sorts of Weiss Schwarz goodies. from Weiss simulator games, webcam games, deck overviews, and so much more. So I hope to see you all there, and I hope you have a Weiss time wherever you are in the world. Bye, everyone, and thank you all so much for watching my stream.